Are you considering suing Politico? Is that in your plan?
It's being discussed. End of story.
It is being discussed. And earlier this week, because some of this overshadowed an issue that may have been a bigger deal if it weren't for what we've been talking about just now. And I want to play this soundbite about China, because clearly he will be questioned in more detail about this issue in this foreign policy debate next week. Let's take a look at it, and I want to hear your response.
Yes, they're a military threat. They've indicated that they're trying to develop nuclear capability, and they want to develop more aircraft carriers like we have. So, yes, we have to consider them a military threat.
So he says China wants to develop more nuclear capability. China's been in nuclear power for more than 40 years. What happened there?
What Mr. Cain was referring to is that China had wanted to get up to the nuclear capability of the United States, not that they didn't have nuclear capabilities. We had a fascinating meeting yesterday in New York City with Dr. Henry Kissinger, talked about the issues of the day, the hot spots around the country. And those are the type of briefings that Mr. Cain is getting leading up to this foreign policy debate. And he's going to be emphasizing the outshoot of the Reagan doctrine, peace through strength. The Cain doctrine is peace through strength and clarity.
I think we have a picture of Herman Cain meeting with Mr. Kissinger yesterday. There it is, as they had a breakfast. So clearly, this is one of the areas that he's been considered a bit weak on, Mark, as you well know. Very strong on the economic side as a business leader, to be sure. But he's had a few blunders when it comes to foreign policy. How's it going in terms of him getting ready for this debate?
It's going extremely well. If those that know Herman Cain know he's a fast study, and he is being brought up to speed on the issues. It was an interesting meeting yesterday, because about halfway through that meeting, Dr. Kissinger turned to me and said, "You're that cigarette guy. That was brilliant."
He liked that ad. And I'm sure he
Yes.
said it in the way that only Henry Kissinger can say.
They've indicated that they're trying to develop nuclear capability.
What Mr. Cain was referring to is that China had wanted to
They've indicated that they're trying to develop nuclear capability.
get up to the nuclear capability of the United States, not that they didn't have nuclear capabilities.
They've indicated that they're trying to develop nuclear capability.